On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Archaeology.
The branch of anthropology that studies prehistoric people and their cultures.
Examples:
The Institute of Archaeology. Prehistoric archaeology. She teaches archaeology at the local university.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Unexpected.
Not anticipated or regarded as likely to happen.
Examples:
An unexpected visitor. Some unexpected events. The unexpected rainstorm caused the collapse of the corral.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Partnership.
The state of a cooperative relationship between people or groups, especially in business.
Examples:
Partnership across the Atlantic. Establish a partnership. The military partnership between the two countries created tension in the international community.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Statue.
A sculpture of a person or animal, typically made of stone or metal, that is intended to represent the subject in a lifelike or symbolic way.
Examples:
A beautiful statue. The ancient Egyptian statues. The statue of the famous hero stood proudly in the town square.
Princess.
The daughter of a monarch, the wife or widow of a prince, woman or girl considered to be particularly good or admirable.
Examples:
Crown princess. A royal princess. The prince fell in love with the princess and asked her to marry him.
Pledge.
To make a formal promise to give or do something.
Examples:
Pledge my fidelity. Pledge military assistance. At this ceremony, we will pledge allegiance to the country's flag.
Eternal.
Being without beginning or end, lasting forever.
Examples:
The hope of eternal life. Eternal quarreling. In every civilization, rulers have tried everything possible to obtain eternal life.
Symbol.
Something visible that is used to represent something else.
Examples:
Symbol color. Symbol for happiness. The dragon is considered a symbol of bravery.
Thrill.
A feeling of extreme and sudden excitement and pleasure, to cause someone to feel sudden intense sensation or emotion.
Examples:
The thrill of speed. Incredible thrill. Skydiving is an overwhelming thrill for many people.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Seductive.
Tempting or alluring attractively or persuasively, often used to describe a person, behavior, or idea that is intended to lure or entice someone into a specific action or belief.
Examples:
A seductive smile. Seductive behavior. The actor's seductive gaze drew the audience's attention on stage.
Mistress.
A woman who has an ongoing extramarital sexual relationship with a, often, married man. A woman who is in a position of authority or control and directs the work of others.
Examples:
A mistress of comedy. Keep a mistress. She used to be his mistress before the death of his first wife.
Imaginable.
Capable of being imagined.
Examples:
Easily imaginable. Worst imaginable case. This is the only imaginable strategy.
Devote.
To commit or dedicate oneself or one's time, effort, or energy to a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Devote all of my energies. Devote my own life. He devoted himself to studying the history of ancient civilizations.
Unravel.
Undo twisted, knitted, or woven threads by separating it.
Examples:
Unravel a knit. Unravel a plot. Detectives are still attempting to unravel the mystery of his death.
Mystery.
Something difficult to understand or explain, a secret or enigmatic quality that adds to the fascination or interest of something. A genre of fiction that involves the solution of a crime or a puzzle.
Examples:
Mystery novel. Unsolved mystery. The mystery surrounding the disappearance of the traveler has yet to be solved by authorities.
Arctic.
Of or relating to the region around the North Pole or the Arctic Ocean, very cold.
Examples:
Arctic ice. High Arctic. Cold temperatures and long, Dark winters characterize the Arctic climate.
Dense.
Containing a large number of people or something with little space between them.
Examples:
Nutrient-dense foods. Dense forests. The entire mountain is covered in dense rainforest.
Rainforest.
A forest rich in biodiversity that is generally found in tropical settings with heavy annual rainfall.
Examples:
Rainforest destruction. Tropical rainforest. The destruction of the rainforest is a ticking time bomb for the earth.
Worship.
To have or show a strong feeling of profound respect and admiration for a religious entity such as God or a god.
Examples:
Worship God. Absolutely worship. They traditionally worship their guru.
Temple.
A place of worship, especially one that is associated with a particular religion or faith, the flat area on either side of the forehead.
Examples:
Temple complex. A tour guide at the temple. He visited the temple to pray and make offerings to the gods.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Delta.
A triangular area of low and flat land that is formed when a river flows into a larger body of water and deposits sediment, an object shaped like an equilateral triangle.
Examples:
River deltas. Delta cone. The Nile Delta is a rich and fertile region that has supported agriculture for thousands of years.
Cemetery.
A burial ground or graveyard, a place where dead bodies are buried.
Examples:
Cemetery plot. Historic cemetery. We visited the cemetery to pay our respects to our deceased loved ones.
Bliss.
Extreme happiness or joy.
Examples:
Ignorance is bliss. Ultimate bliss. The first 2 years of her marriage were sheer bliss.
Surround.
To be all around something or somebody.
Examples:
Surround a town. A stone wall surrounds the palace. On 3 sides, mountains surround the settlement.
Emerald.
Having a deep, rich green color, like that of an emerald gemstone.
Examples:
An emerald gem. Emerald ring. The emerald green dress caught everyone's eye at the party.
Paddy.
A flooded field where rice is grown, Also known as a rice paddy, rice that is still in its husk, harvested from marshy fields called paddies, usually in Asia.
Examples:
Paddy farming, paddy production. The sight of the paddy fields swaying in the wind was breathtaking.
Intact.
Undamaged and complete.
Examples:
Intact brain, intact forest land. Despite the scandals, his reputation remained intact.
Flip.
To turn over into a different position quickly, to throw or toss with a light motion.
Examples:
Flip over the pork chop. Flip a coin. He flipped when he heard that he had been accepted into the university.
Thumb.
The short, thick digit of the hand next to the index finger. Verb, to travel by getting free rides from motorists.
Examples:
Thumb wrestling. Thumb a ride. He used his right thumb to press the button on his phone.
Vessel.
A ship or large boat.
Examples:
Blood vessels. Naval vessels. The vessel arrived in port the following day.
Midst.
The middle part of people or things.
Examples:
In the midst of the crowd. In the midst of a scandal. He remained serene in the midst of turbulence.
Speechless.
Unable to speak because of shock, fear, surprise, or other strong emotion, so impressive or awe-inspiring that one cannot find adequate words to express one's thoughts or feelings.
Examples:
Speechless reaction. Speechless with shock. The breathtaking view left me speechless for a minute.
Monument.
A statue, building, or other structure erected to commemorate a person or event.
Examples:
Humanities monument. Monument honoring. The stone monument was built to commemorate the war heroes.
Brilliance.
The quality of being very clever or talented. The quality of being very bright or shining.
Examples:
Brilliance of diamond. Economic brilliance. The scientist's brilliance led to many groundbreaking discoveries in his field.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Alien.
A person who comes from a different country, race, or group, a form of life assumed to exist outside the Earth or its atmosphere.
Examples:
Alien fungi. Resident aliens. Alien species have drastically altered the ecosystem in this area.
Ridiculous.
Very silly or unreasonable and deserving to be laughed at.
Examples:
A ridiculous amount of money. A ridiculous suggestion. Everyone regarded the theory he advocated as ridiculous, but was later proven correct.
Chisel.
A tool with a sharpened edge at one end used for shaping wood, stone, or metal. Verb, to engage in deceitful behavior.
Examples:
Sharpen chisel. Chisel some money. The archaeologist used a small chisel to excavate the ancient artifact.
Pyramid.
A polyhedron having a polygonal base and triangular sides with a common vertex. A massive monument with a square base and 4 triangular sides. Begun by Cheops around 2700 BC as royal tombs in ancient Egypt.
Examples:
Pyramid architecture. A truncated pyramid. The Egyptian pyramids consist of a vast number of blocks.
Bureaucracy.
A system of government in which most of the important decisions are made by state officials rather than by elected representatives.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Arbitrary bureaucracy. The bumbling bureaucracy made it difficult to get the permits we needed.
Efficiency.
The state or quality of doing something well with no waste of input such as time or money.
Examples:
Better fuel efficiency. And energy efficiency. Our company must continue to strive for greater efficiency.
Ingenuity.
The quality of inventing things or solving problems in clever new ways.
Examples:
The infinite ingenuity of man. Abound in ingenuity. Creativity and ingenuity are often brought about by extreme concentration.
Cycle.
An interval during which a recurring sequence of events occurs, a bicycle or motorcycle.
Examples:
The cycle of the seasons. Go to the workplace by cycle. The food chain causes a material cycle.
Singular.
Being only one of its kind, unique.
Examples:
Singular purpose. Singular goal. The singular beauty of the night sky never ceases to amaze him.
In-law.
A relative by marriage, such as a mother-in-law, brother-in-law, or sister-in-law.
Examples:
Future in-law. Meeting in-laws. My sister-in-law is a pediatrician who works in a children's hospital.
Curse.
A rude or offensive word or an expression that is not polite and shows that you are very angry.
Examples.
Under a curse. Few curse words. Many autocratic policies became a curse for that country's economy.
Absolute.
Perfect or complete or to the most considerable degree possible.
Examples.
Absolute loyalty. An absolute must. Gandhi had an absolute zeal for nonviolence.
Inscription.
A message or design that is written or engraved on a surface of something, such as stone or metal.
Examples.
Inscription on a plaque. Funerary inscriptions. The ancient coin had an inscription in Latin and a picture of the emperor on the other side.
Architecture.
The art and science of designing and constructing buildings.
Examples.
Architecture design. Classic architecture. The city is known for its impressive architecture and beautiful old buildings.
Stunning.
Causing a strong emotional reaction of admiration, surprise, or shock due to its beauty, rarity, or excellence.
Examples.
Stunning beauty. Stunning disclosure. The stunning sunset took everyone's breath away.
Sculpture.
The art of creating three-dimensional objects or forms, typically by carving, modeling, or casting in a variety of materials such as stone, wood, metal, or clay.
Examples.
Create sculpture. Abstract sculpture. The ancient Greek sculptures are known for their realism and attention to detail.
Selfie.
A photograph that one has taken of oneself, typically one taken with a smartphone or webcam to share on social media.
Examples.
Selfie stick. Pose for a selfie. She took a selfie in front of the famous tower and shared it on the app.
Bling.
A slang term that refers to flashy, showy, or ostentatious jewelry, often characterized by its high cost or precious materials.
Examples.
Flashy bling. Bling jewelry. She loves to accessorize with lots of bling, but I prefer a different style.
Obsess.
To fill the mind of someone continually so that one can't think of anything else.
Examples.
Obsess over her weight. He is obsessed with the fear. He's utterly obsessed with his promotion.
Preserve.
To keep or maintain a particular quality, feature, etc., especially to prevent it from decaying, being damaged, or being destroyed.
Examples.
Preserve my strength. Preserve a country's heritage. They worked hard to preserve the nature of their native lands.
Spokesperson.
A person who represents or speaks on behalf of an organization, group, or individual to the media or the public.
Examples:
Company spokesperson. Official spokesperson. The celebrity spokesperson made an appearance at the product launch event.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Leap.
To jump or spring into the air, often with the feet leaving the ground or a surface below, to move quickly or suddenly, often forward or upward.
Examples:
Leap to a conclusion. Leap of faith. The athlete was able to leap over the hurdle with ease.
Faith.
Complete trust in something or someone's ability or knowledge, a strong belief in religion, divine power, etc.
Examples:
Religious faith. Faith in government. He kept his robust faith in his company.
Trifecta.
A situation in which three things or events occur together, especially in a particular sequence, often used in the context of horse racing, where it refers to picking the first three finishers in a race in the correct order.
Examples:
Trifecta of evil. Trifecta bet. The chef's trifecta of appetizers was a hit at the dinner party.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
Ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Implement.
To put a decision, plan, or system into effect.
Examples:
Implement a corporate strategy. Implement security measures. The government promised to implement a new system to control the financial crisis.
Syphilis.
A sexually transmitted disease caused by the bacterium Treponema pallidum, characterized by multiple stages and a wide range of symptoms.
Examples:
Oral syphilis. Late-stage syphilis. Untreated syphilis can cause serious health problems.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Colleague:
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Headline:
A heading at the top of a newspaper or magazine story or page.
Examples:
Headline article. Banner headline. The engagement of the two golf players became headline news.
Acknowledge:
To accept or admit the existence, reality, or truth of something. To accept that someone or something has a particular authority or quality. To express obligation, thanks, or gratitude for someone's help, commitment, etc.
Examples:
Acknowledge the deed. Acknowledge his help. He never acknowledged his fault.
Acknowledged:
Recognized or admitted as being true or valid.
Examples:
Acknowledged beauty. Publicly acknowledged truth. His acknowledged expertise in the field earned him the respect of his peers.
Satellite:
An electronic device that is sent up into space and moves around the Earth or another planet, used for gathering information or communicating by radio, television, etc.
Examples:
A GPS satellite. A meteorological satellite. Launching an artificial satellite contributed to the technological development of our country.
Resolve:
To find a suitable answer to the problems or difficulty.
Examples:
Resolve a dispute. Resolve the computer error. This company resolves its battery problem completely.
Zoom:
To move along very quickly, noun, the act of rising upward into the air.
Examples:
Zoom in on a photo. Zoom lens. He zoomed back in time to the soccer game.
Tablet:
A small flat electronic device used for browsing the internet, reading, writing, or playing games. A small, solid pill of medicine.
Examples:
A multivitamin tablet. Tablet keyboard. The new tablet device has a faster processor and better graphics than its predecessor.
Algorithm:
A set of rules or rigorous instructions typically used to solve a specific problem or to perform a computation.
Examples:
The RSA algorithm. Algorithm for image processing. We can evaluate the performance of an algorithm in terms of computation time.
Subtle:
not readily apparent or visible.
Examples:
Subtle changes. A subtle poison. The room was painted in a subtle pink hue.
Spectrum.
An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples:
A broad spectrum of opinion. Infrared spectrum. This device displayed the speech spectrum spectrographically.
Indicate.
To show, point out, or make known something, often through a sign or a symbol, to suggest or imply something without stating it directly.
Examples:
Indicate a preference. Indicate an error. The data indicates that the company's profits have steadily increased over the past quarter.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Excavate.
To dig or remove earth, rocks, or other materials from the ground or a site, often to uncover or discover something.
Examples:
Excavate a deep hole. Excavate soil. The archaeologists excavated the ruins of an ancient city buried under the desert sands.
Survey.
An investigation of the opinions, behavior, etc. of a particular group of people, made by asking people questions.
Examples:
A comprehensive survey. Recent survey. That survey shows that people are accepting the tax increase to some extent.
Rectangle.
A four-sided geometric shape with four right angles, where opposite sides are parallel and of equal length.
Examples:
Orthogonal rectangle. Rectangle box. The living room had a rectangle-shaped coffee table in the center of it.
Scan.
To examine something hastily, with the eyes or with a machine, to get information.
Examples:
Scan the face of a man. Scan a document into PDF. She stood on the podium and scanned an audience.
Rectilinear.
Characterized by straight lines or boundaries, having a form consisting primarily or exclusively of straight lines or linear elements.
Examples:
Rectilinear shape. Rectilinear motion. The rectilinear design of the skyscraper gave it a modern and sleek appearance.
Tomb.
A large stone structure or underground chamber in which the dead are buried.
Examples:
Bury in tomb. The ancient tomb. The tomb of the unknown soldier honored the bravery and sacrifice of those who lost their lives in battle.
Scratch.
To cut or damage the surface of something or the skin with a sharp or pointed object.
Examples:
Scratch off a name. Scratch my signature. Don't scratch your mosquito bites.
Volume.
The amount of space occupied by an object or substance, the magnitude of sound.
Examples:
Volume of work. High volume. This container has a volume of 10 cubic meters.
Pale.
Having skin that is very light colored, lacking in vitality or interest or effectiveness.
Examples:
A pale complexion. Pale pink. She turned pale when she heard the news.
Comparison.
The consideration or examination of the similarities between two or more people or things.
Examples:
Ease of comparison. Comparison of foods on a caloric basis. I've included the two designs for a comparison.
Undiscovered.
Not yet found or known.
Examples:
Undiscovered territory. Undiscovered potential. The jungle is full of undiscovered species waiting to be found.
Unlock.
To open something, such as a door, window, etc., usually using a key.
Examples:
Unlock a door with a key. Unlock value. The customs officer required the traveler to unlock his suitcase.
Horrible.
Extremely unpleasant or bad, causing fear or disgust.
Examples:
Horrible accident. Horrible smell. The experience was horrible and left a lasting impression.
Destruction.
The act of causing so much damage to something.
Examples:
Path of destruction. Cyclonic destruction. The extinction of several subspecies has been linked to climate change and habitat destruction.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Loot.
Steal goods from a place or person, typically during a war or riot. Noun, steal goods from a place or person, typically using force, especially in times of war or civil disorder.
Examples:
Loot the ship. War loot. The bandits looted the small town, leaving it in ruins.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Rampant.
Especially of something bad or unwelcome, flourishing or spreading everywhere in a way that cannot be controlled.
Examples:
Rampant growth of weeds. Rampant corruption. In an overly protective industry, violations of the ethics rules tend to be rampant.
Crater.
A huge bowl-shaped cavity in the earth or an object in space, usually created by an explosion or the impact of a meteorite.
Examples:
Crater lake. Lunar crater. An enormous crater marks the area where the vast volcanic explosion occurred.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Extension.
A thing that is added to something to make it longer, larger, or wider. An educational opportunity provided by colleges and universities to people who are not enrolled as regular students. An additional telephone set that is connected to the same telephone line.
Examples:
Time extension. Telephone extension. They are building an extension to the house to add more bedrooms.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Countless.
Too numerous to be counted or very many.
Examples:
Countless hours. Answer countless questions. There are countless methods for dealing with stress.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
Invade other tissues. Invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Profit.
Money that is earned in business or by selling things after deducting the costs involved.
Examples:
Gross profit. Make a profit. This business yields little profit.
Puzzle.
A situation that is difficult to follow or solve, a game, problem, or toy that tests a person's ingenuity or knowledge. Verb, to cause someone to feel confused because of something difficult to understand.
Examples:
Crossword puzzle. Mathematical puzzle. This jigsaw puzzle is challenging because there are no pictures.
Obscure.
Not well known to many people.
Examples:
Obscure answer. Obscure artist. This information was primarily obscured in the first release.
Recognition.
The action or process of recognizing or being recognized, especially by remembering, an agreement that something is true or legal.
Examples:
Recognition award. Joint recognition. He was given recognition for his outstanding work in the field of medicine.
Theft.
The act of taking anything from someone or somewhere unlawfully, stealing.
Examples:
Victim of identity theft. Theft of designs. Poverty is not a reproach, however, theft is.
Writ.
A written legal order or command.
Examples:
A writ of summons. Issue a writ. He was served with a writ of eviction, giving him the notice to vacate the property.
Criminal.
A person who has committed a crime.
Examples:
Wanted criminal. Criminal investigation. The police are searching for the criminal who stole the jewels.
Desperate.
Feeling or showing a lack of hope and a willingness to do anything because of the problematic situation.
Examples:
Her desperate screams. Desperate attempt. He was desperate when he lost all his money by gambling.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples:
Blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Middleman.
A person who acts as an intermediary between two or more parties, often facilitating the exchange of goods or services and taking a commission or fee for their services.
Examples:
Trusted middleman. Business middleman. The middleman in the real estate deal ensured a smooth and fair transaction.
Ethical.
Of or relating to principles about what is right and wrong, or the branch of knowledge dealing with these.
Examples:
An ethical doctrine. Shoulder ethical responsibility. The president must have the highest ethical standards.
Traffic.
The movement of vehicles, people, or goods along a route or through a transport system. The amount of such movement in a particular place or at a particular time.
Examples:
Traffic jam. Heavy traffic. We decided to take a detour to avoid the construction traffic on the main road.
Exploit.
To make full use of and gain an advantage from resources, opportunities, etc.
Examples:
exploit a security hole. Exploit a valuable opportunity. We exploit our mining resources to strengthen our national power.
Ambiguous.
Open to more than one interpretation, not clear or decided.
Examples:
ambiguous situation. Clarify ambiguous points. The instructions provided were ambiguous and confused the team.
Non-existent.
Not real, not existing or having no real existence.
Examples:
non-existent resources. Presently non-existent. The evidence for this theory is non-existent.
Entirety.
The state of being complete or whole, the total extent or scope of something.
Examples:
the entirety of the situation. The entirety of the book. They refused to accept the proposal in its entirety, demanding revisions.
Pit.
A hole in the ground or a cavity in a surface, a place for storing or holding something, a section of a theater or sports arena where people can sit.
Examples:
the bottomless pit. The pit of the stomach. The pit of the avocado can be removed by gently wedging a spoon around it.
Astonishing.
Surprising or shocking, difficult to believe.
Examples:
astonishing achievement. Make astonishing gains. The news of her sudden death was astonishing to everyone who knew her.
Contrary.
Acting in opposition to what is expected or desired.
Examples:
the clear contrary. Contrary evidence. The two sides argued their points, but the judge ultimately sided with the contrary viewpoint.
Recession.
A period of economic decline, typically lasting for 6 months or more, during which trade and industrial activity decrease, and unemployment increases.
Examples:
recession period. Recover from a recession. The country is facing a recession, with high unemployment and low GDP.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
economy of scale, economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
the tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
a hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Joint.
Shared, held, or made between two or more people. Noun, the point of connection between two bones or elements of a skeleton.
Examples:
a joint venture. The bone of a joint. After the summit meeting, the Prime Ministers issued a joint statement.
Ministry.
A department of government responsible for a particular area of public service.
Examples:
ministry officials. Enter the ministry. The Ministry of Education is responsible for managing the schools in the country.
Kingdom.
The country ruled by a king or queen.
Examples:
establish his kingdom. A subordinate kingdom. By remaining neutral, this kingdom continued to exist.
Renaissance.
A new growth in activity or enthusiasm in anything, particularly art, literature, or music.
Examples:
artistic renaissance. Industrial renaissance. Folk music is now experiencing a renaissance.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Internal.
Of or relating to the inside of something.
Examples:
internal organs. The internal economy. The Prime Minister cancelled visits to other countries to resolve internal disputes.
Strife.
Conflict or disagreement, especially between people or groups.
Examples:
at strife over the land. Civil strife. The country has been racked by political strife for many years.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
environment affairs. chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Rebound.
To spring back into a former shape or position after being compressed or stretched.
Examples:
Rebound from a setback. Rebound back into positive growth. The basketball bounced off the rim and rebounded to the player.
Resurgence.
The return or growth of something after a period of decline or disappearance.
Examples:
Resurgence in popularity. Resurgence of exports. After years of decline, the city is experiencing a resurgence in economic growth.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Thrive.
To grow vigorously, to make steady progress.
Examples:
Thrive in a society. Thrive on pressure. Without investment, a business cannot thrive.
Disaster.
An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples:
Global disaster. Disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Royal.
Relating to or belonging to the king or queen or a member of their family.
Examples:
A royal palace. Prince Royal. She is willing to give up her position in the royal family to marry him.
Pharaoh.
The title of the ancient Egyptian kings.
Examples:
A young pharaoh. Egyptian pharaoh. The pharaoh Khufu had his people build the most famous pyramids in the world.
Rank.
A position in a hierarchy of status or authority. Verb, to take or have a position relative to others.
Examples:
Rank amateur. High rank. He was promoted to the rank of captain in the military.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Coffin.
A box or container used to bury a dead body, a case or structure resembling a coffin.
Examples:
Coffin lid. Wooden coffin. The priest prayed over the coffin before it was lowered into the ground.
Jewelry.
Decorative ornaments made of precious metals, gemstones, or other materials, worn as personal adornment, which can include items such as necklaces, bracelets, rings, earrings, and brooches.
Examples:
Jewelry designer. Precious jewelry. I received a beautiful piece of jewelry from my partner for our anniversary.
Multiply.
To add a number to itself a specified number of times, to increase or cause to increase very much in number or quantity.
Examples:
Multiply 5 and 6. Multiply about 100-fold. Multiply a number by itself twice.
Relief.
A feeling of happiness and relaxation that comes when something burdensome is removed or reduced.
Examples:
Tax relief. Sigh of relief. He devoted his life to establishing a humanitarian relief fund.
Engrave.
To carve, cut, or etch a design, message, or image onto a surface, often using a sharp tool or laser, to permanently record or mark something in a lasting manner.
Examples:
Engrave initials. Engrave metal. He wanted to engrave his wedding ring with their initials as a lasting symbol of their love.
Overseer.
A person who supervises or directs the work of others, a guardian or keeper of something.
Examples:
Overseer of a plantation. Production overseer. The overseer of the construction project was responsible for ensuring everything was done on time and within budget.
Treasury.
The government department in charge of managing public funds, the funds of a government or institution or individual.
Examples:
Treasury bonds. Treasury money. The protracted war nearly depleted the country's treasury.
Hieroglyph.
A writing system using picture symbols, such as the one used in ancient Egypt.
Examples:
Egyptian hieroglyph. The hieroglyph of the bird. Each beautiful hieroglyph represents either an idea or a sound.
Celebrated.
Renowned for possessing admirable attributes.
Examples:
Celebrated artist. Celebrated paper. 3 celebrated tenors performed during the president's inauguration.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Ignorance.
Lack of knowledge or information about a particular subject or fact.
Examples:
Ignorance of the law. Ignorance is bliss. His ignorance of the situation led him to make a poor decision.
Protest.
A strong expression of disagreement, disapproval, or opposition.
Examples:
Hold a protest. A silent protest. He left the party in protest at its radical political stance.
Era.
A period that is distinct from others, typically in history.
Examples:
Dawn of a new era. The era of the Renaissance. Political corruption was common throughout the post-war era.
Superficial.
Existing or occurring only at or on the surface, appearing to be true or real only until examined more closely.
Examples:
Superficial wound. Superficial knowledge. The journalist's superficial reporting should have captured the full scope of the issue.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Crew.
A group of people who work together, especially on a ship or airplane.
Examples:
The film crew. The crew of a fishing boat. The ship's crew worked hard to repair the damaged sails before the next storm hit.
Coo.
A low, soft, murmuring sound made by a dove, pigeon, or other bird, an expression of tenderness or affection, stands for Chief Operating Officer, a senior executive position in an organization responsible for overseeing the day-to-day operations and managing various departments and functions within the company.
Examples:
Baby coo. The COO of the company. The baby let out a gentle coo as she was rocked to sleep.
Graduate.
A person who has a first degree from university or college. Verb, to complete the first course of university or college and get a degree.
Examples:
Graduate degree program. Honor graduate. Many employers hire graduate trainees to train as managers.
Random.
Made, done, or happening without method, conscious decision, or any regular pattern.
Examples:
A random choice. Bombs fell at random. To find drunk drivers, police conduct random tests.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Arabic.
The Semitic language of the Arab people, widely spoken throughout the Middle East and North Africa, of or relating to Arab peoples, culture, or language.
Examples:
Arabic cuisine. Arabic language. I'm studying Arabic calligraphy as part of my art class.
Mentor.
A person who helps and advises a younger or less experienced person over time, usually at work or school.
Examples:
Mentor for life. Fashion mentor. As a mentor, he helped me realize my career.
Expense.
The money, time, or effort incurred or required for something.
Examples:
Enormous expenses. Expense account. For this project to be successful, we must control expenses strictly.
Glorious.
Having or deserving great admiration, praise, and honor, having great beauty and splendor.
Examples:
A glorious victory. Photo in glorious color. I choose a glorious death rather than a shameful life.
Adventure.
A journey or a series of events that is unusual, exciting, or dangerous.
Examples:
Gastronomic adventures. Adventure film. He sailed the Atlantic Ocean multiple times during his adventures.
Payback.
A punishment or retaliation that is inflicted in response to an injury or offense, the benefit or gain obtained as a result of an investment, effort, or action.
Examples:
Long-term payback. Environmental payback. The company's payback plan allowed customers to earn cash back on purchases.
Generosity.
The fact or quality of being willing to do kind things or give somebody money, gifts, or time freely.
Examples:
Act of generosity. Boundless generosity. He is remembered for his generosity and civilization.
Heritage.
The culture and traditions that are passed down from previous generations.
Examples:
Heritage site. Historical heritage. The heritage of the city is reflected in its architecture.
Clue.
An object, a piece of evidence, or some information that helps someone to find the answer to a problem, question, or mystery.
Examples:
A clue about the crime. A clue to the diagnosis. The police couldn't find a clue to her whereabouts.
Humankind.
The whole of the living human inhabitants of the earth.
Examples:
Humankind as a species. History of humankind. On the geological timescale, humankind has existed for a brief moment.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Crowdsourcing.
The practice of obtaining needed services, ideas, or content by enlisting the services of a large number of people, either paid or unpaid, typically via the Internet.
Examples:
Crowdsourcing apps. Crowdsourcing in climate policy. The company used this crowdsourcing platform to gather ideas for its next product.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Outset.
The beginning of something.
Examples:
Month's outset. The outset of the crisis. At the outset of the project, we encountered several obstacles. Patient. A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic. Examples: Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history. Rev. A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute. Examples: Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev. Locate. To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something. Examples: Locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material. Deck. A flat surface that is usually made of wood or other material and is attached to a building, vehicle, or other structure.
Examples:
deck chairs, hands on deck. She sat on the ship's deck, watching the sunset over the ocean.
Feat.
A notable or impressive achievement, especially one that requires great skill or bravery.
Examples:
intellectual feat, feat accomplishment. It is an incredible feat to climb Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world.
Batch.
A quantity or group of things that are made or produced together and are considered to be the same or similar, an amount produced during a specified period of time or process.
Examples:
a batch of letters, batch processing. I baked a batch of cookies for the office party.
Damage.
To harm or cause injury to something or someone, often resulting in decreased value or functionality, to impair or negatively affect something, such as a reputation or relationship. Noun, harm or injury that is caused to a person, thing, or entity.
Examples:
damage a relationship, damage assessment. During the surgery, the doctor had to be extremely cautious not to damage a blood vessel.
Vet.
Also a veterinarian, a person who has a medical degree trained to examine and take care of the health of animals.
Examples:
vet clinic, vet checkup. We had to take our dog to the vet because she was not feeling well.
Alarm.
A loud noise or an automatic signal that warns people of danger. A device that signals the occurrence of some undesirable event or particular danger.
Examples:
give the alarm, an alarm clock. The alarm announcing an enemy attack went off this morning.
Periscope.
A device that uses mirrors to allow a person to see objects that are not in their direct line of sight, often used on submarines or military vehicles.
Examples:
periscope lens, submarine periscope. The soldier peeked through the periscope to watch for enemy movements.
Primarily.
Mainly.
Examples:
intended primarily for young people. Primarily affect adults. All peaceful cooperation is based primarily on mutual trust.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples:
academic probation, an academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
democracy advocate, principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Occupy.
To consume all of someone's space, attention, or time.
Examples:
Occupy his time. Occupy a position. The young prince will soon occupy the throne.
Palace.
The residence of a high-ranking official, such as a king, queen, etc.
Examples:
A palace garden. Ancestral palace. The imperial palace is currently undergoing reforms.
Invert.
To turn something upside down, inside out, to reverse the position, order, or relationship of something.
Examples:
Invert a glass. Invert position. He decided to invert his investment portfolio, shifting from stocks to bonds.